Oh, I have a good one today. For those of you that haven't followed this whole journey, let me just hit the basics real quick. I have been a fire watch at Fairview Fire Tower in the Umpqua National Forest for 2 fire seasons, this being the 3rd. If you've been following me, you know I love this job and I've thoroughly enjoyed sharing this journey with you. I appreciate all of your support. This story starts 3 months back. I was in Bears Ears National Monument in Utah and got the call that we're possibly going to be starting early this season. I packed up and made the 14-hour drive to Oregon. A week after returning, DOGE enters the chat, and it was suddenly unclear if any of our towers were going to get staffed this fire season. But we were still hopeful. I mean, DOGE wasn't going to cut funding for towers in a forest that burns every year, right? Our start date, June 15th, comes and goes with no communication. I had figured that by the 4th of July, they would have us up there. Every year, people light fires from fireworks in our forest, so figured they should have us up there for that. But no. On the 5th of July, I checked our fire map, and there were fires going. And a couple of them were near Cinnamon Butte Fire Lookout, which is one of the unstaffed towers. So on the 6th of July, I drove up there. It's a beautiful 2-hour drive from Cottage Grove, Oregon. 5 stars, would recommend. I arrive at the tower and there's an engine crew opening up the tower, just like all the previous years. I thought, finally, some answers, right? But no, nobody knew anything. What they did know is that any day now, they should know. So I stayed up there. They left. It was on July 8th that all towers were notified that we're not going to be staffing this year. After hearing that funding got cut, I then suggested that I can volunteer free of charge up at Fairview since I'm there already with the equipment and supplies and all that stuff. They responded positively and told me they'd get back to me. So I stayed put. 4 days go by, I got the place to myself, and luckily, no fires to report. So fast forward to Saturday, and 2 vehicles show up. It's law enforcement. A deputy from the Sheriff's Department in Roseburg, and another Leo from the National Forest in Roseburg, which is a 4-hour round trip minimum to get to the tower. They show up and ask me to leave, which I obviously comply. One of the responding officers was a photographer and a videographer and has been watching my content, and we had a great conversation. I appreciate you making it pleasant. Thank you. If I could just have a word with the Umpqua National Forest real quick, that'd be great. Hey Umpqua, it's me, T-Bone in the tower. Hey look, I could see you watching my Instagram stories, and you know what? I think about you too. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings when I offered to volunteer. I know you guys are short-staffed right now, and it's not about the money. Look, I mean, it's minimum wage job. It's never been about the money. I was just trying to help. You didn't have to call the police. I mean, you could have called me. You know my number. And everybody else, it was fun while it lasted. I'm gonna go backpacking in the high Sierras, do some fly fishing. If you ever find yourself employed or hopefully employed through the Umpqua National Forest, I would immediately start looking for other employment.